and welcome to Bible Body Doubling. This is where we read the stories together and we wonder out loud. I'm your host, Giovanna J. Here are my co-hosts, KJ5 and CSB. Thank you all for tuning in again. Again, it was a fun. I hope I don't sound too. Okay, everything's copacetic. So we are on five, book five, and aisle five, book five, and aisle five. You have read five Bibles. No, wait, books. Five books. All right, let's just get straight into it. Any caps on the recaps? Any caps on the recaps? What had happened? Let's see. Oh, yes, yes. To a couple of things that I thought was just truly strange. One was that I think I mentioned it last time, King Josiah, when he died, and how death was a blessing for him. Like that was his get out card, and it was a blessing from God. And the way he died, I thought he was just going, like die in his sleep, and he did not. The way he died was King Nico of Egypt killed him. And that's an enigma to me. Yeah, that's an enigma to me. And then the king of Assyria came back and got Israel and started to deport them after that because I think his son Jehoiakim, I think his name was. Yep, Jehoiakim was evil. He was another evil brother, another evil king. And this is now Assyria is King Nebuchadnezzar, because the first one was okay, oh my gosh, it was Assyria, which was King Tigre. We call him Tigger, but his name is Tiglath-Pileser or something like that. And then the other king came after him, forgot his name, and then but he ended up being overtaken by Babylon, and Babylon is King Nebuchadnezzar. So whatever was under, one might say, the jurisdiction of or the ownership of Assyria, Babylon came and took. And who was that king? Because they end up even taking King Hazel, the domain. Yeah, it was a lot going on. All right, well then let's just get into this good book. I'm trying to see who was that king though. Oh, and the other thing that was strange was it said that since the day of Judges, which is where we started off in, we started in First Samuel with the prophet Samuel, the story of First Samuel. But he also was the last judge. So way back in the day, one of my favorite judges was Samson. If you've ever heard of the story Samson, Delilah. But before he met Delilah, he was a whole man. He was a whole man with a whole wife, a whole BFF, and lots of drama. Before Delilah even came, Samson, I don't know, I just fell in love with Samson because he suffered from heartbrokenness, like heartbreak. That's what he suffered from. And I love him. I love Samson. So, yeah. And so, like, you all got to read the story of Samson from the beginning, not just little Miss Delilah. Okay? Read it from the beginning when he met his wife who got murdered. Well, his wife, I ain't gonna run the story for you. But I'm itching too. Okay, so let's just keep going. But he was the last judge, the prophet Samuel. He was the last judge. and he also was a prophet, but he was the last judge. And so I was just, and I mean, he was there for all of, he was there for all of, well, I don't know if that really counts when we read it, but he was there for my boy Saul, because I love Saul, from King Saul. And I don't know how to count this, but like during all of the little renegade between Saul and David, he was still around. Um, he was still around. And so it's during the turmoil. And then that means that after that, I was like, David, even when you were king, you did not, I mean, Passover is such a big deal. Such a big deal. Like when we start reading the Old Testaments, like from Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, all of that, it's a big deal. So I'm just like, why did you stop? I'm so curious because it says right here, chapter 23, verse 21. It says the king commanded, this is when King Josiah, remember, because King Josiah was that dude. He actually went and destroyed the high places. All the other kings didn't really do that. And they found the lost book, which ended up being the 10 Commandments and all of that tap dance jazz. So verse 21 says the king commanded all the people, observe the Passover for the Lord your God as written in the book of the covenant. No such Passover had ever been observed from that time of the judges who judged Israel through the entire time of the kings. So maybe it's not even the last judge. I don't know. See what I'm saying? You're not supposed to add a tittle to the Bible, and I added a tittle, a word and a tittle. So I thought it said the last judge. No, it says no such Passover had ever been observed from the time of the judges who judged Israel through the entire time of the kings of Israel and Judah. I need the T on that. I can't wait till we read stuff again. Because, like, even though I've read a lot of this, it's like reading it all over again. Like, I forget. All right. First Chronicles. Let's get into this good book. Okay, let me open it up because that's not working. There we go. You're a miracle. I was listening to this song today. It's in my head. All right. Oh, we on the genealogies. Now, some people may not like this, but I love the genealogies. But again, to my 41 subscribers, but I only have 3 that's watching now. One of those people are me. I don't know who the other 2 are, but one of those are me. So, but the thing about the genealogies, when we start reading the stories from Genesis, like when I read this for you all, the genealogies, you're going to be like, I know who these people are. I know what happened. Oh, I know what happened around this part. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, I remember him. Like, so the genealogies are very, very good. They're so interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. All right. So don't fall asleep. Okay. Don't fall asleep. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth's sons, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrez. Gomer's sons, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Dagarmah. Javan's sons, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodanim. Ham's sons, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Cush's sons, Sheba, Havilah, Sapta, Raamah, and Septica. Rama's sons, Sheba and Dedan. Cush fathered Nimrod, who was the first to become a great warrior on earth. Mizraim fathered the people of Lud, Anam, Lahab, Naphtah, Pathras, Kasla, Ra. You know what I'm talking about? On Prince of Egypt, when they name all the gods on the cartoon, Soda, Ra. That's what I feel like right now. But I can't say it like that. Although, listen to me. They skint that movie, didn't they? Oh, they skint that movie. All right, back in. Anam, Lahab, Naphtah, Pathras, Koslu. The Philistines came from them. And Kaftor, Canaan fathered Sidon as his firstborn and Heth, as well as the Jebusites, Amorites, and I guess I'm getting a little sleepy off of it too. As well as the Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Archites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. Shem's son, Elam, Ashur, Arpachshad, Lud, Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arpachshad fathered Shelah, and Shelah fathered Eber. 2 sons were born to Eber. One of them was named Peleg, because the earth was divided during his lifetime. So when it says that, it means like there was an earthquake. Because the earth was divided during his lifetime. And the name of his brother was Joktan. Joktan fathered Alamodad, Seliph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikla, Ebal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All of these were Joktan's sons. Shem, Apashashad, or Arpachshad. Oh, let's go with that one. Arpachshad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Ru, Serog, Nahor, Terah, and Abram. That is Abraham. Abraham's sons, Isaac and Ishmael. These are their family records. Nebaioth, Ishmael's firstborn, Kedar, Adbel, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tima. Ooh, one word from Timu, Jetur, Nephish, and Kadima. These were Ishmael's sons. Oh, sorry, skipped the whole lineage. The sons born to Keturah, Abraham's concubine, Zimran, Jokshan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan's sons, Sheba and Dedan. Midian's sons, Ephah, Hanak, Abida, and Eldaah. All of these were Keturah's descendants. Abraham fathered Isaac. Isaac's sons, Esau and Israel. Esau's son, Eliphaz, Reu, Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. Eliphaz's son, Teman, Omar, Zephi, Gatam, and Kenaz, and by Timnah, Amalek. Reu's sons, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. Seir's sons, Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. Lotan's sons, Hori and Homam. Timnah was Lotan's sister. Shobal's son, Elian, Menahath, Ebal, Shephi, and Onam. Zibeon's son, Aiah and Anna. Anna's son, Dishon. Dishon's sons, Hamran, Ishban, Ithran, and Sharon. Ezer's son, Bilhan, Zaavan, and Jaakan. Dishon's son, Uz, and Aaron. These were the kings who reigned in the land of Edom. I'm sorry, that was an incomplete sentence. These were the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the Israelites. So before there was a Saul. Bela, son of Beor. Bela's town was named Dinhabab. When Bela died, Jobab, son of Zerah from Basra, reigned in his place. When Jobab died, Hashem from the land of the Timonites reigned in his place. When Hashem died, Hadad, son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the territory of Moab, reigned in his place. Hadad's town was named Aviv. When Hadad died, Samlam from Masrekah reigned in his place. When Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the Euphrates River reigned in his place. Euphrates, that's way over there by Egypt. When Shaul died, Baal-Hanan, son of Akbar, reigned in his place. When Baal-Hanan died, Hadad reigned in his place. Hadad's city was named Pa, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, daughter of Matred, daughter of Mezahab. Then Hadad died. What's happening here? Hold on. I thought Saul was the first king. Oh, we're talking about the Edomites. Edom's chief Timnah, Alba, Jetheth, Oholibama, Elah, Penon, Kenaz, Teman, Mibzar, Magdiel, and Iram. These were Edom's chiefs. These were Israel's sons: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Hey, this is where we at. Well, we're not there yet, but this, remember I was telling you about the kids? It was 12 kids from Jacob. So here they call him Israel, but when we're going to read about it back in the day, his name was Jacob. So these are Jacob 12 kids. They're calling him Israel's son because his name got changed when he wrestled an angel. We'll talk about it. But right now, they're called Israel's sons. So you got Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Okay? And the tribe of Judah is the only one left. Remember? Now that's where we're at now because he keeps calling them Judah now in the dynasty. Remember they got split apart and it was 2 on one side, 10 on the other. When that man came, remember? Oh, come on now. I know y'all here with me. Those 2 was Benjamin and Judah, and now they just say Judah. Okay? I don't know why. I don't know why. And so we're talking about just a family right now. This lineage is just about a family right now, who later becomes a nation, but there's just a family right now. This guy, his wife couldn't have no kids. She was barren, and then she conceived, and she had 2 kids, the one he loved. The one that he got, he was given, had the other 10. Oh, that's symbolic right there. I never put that together. Okay then. All right. Judah's sons, Onan, and Shelah. These 3 were born to him by Beth Shua, the Canaanite woman. Judah's firstborn, was evil in the Lord's sight. So he put him to death. See, it's a story. I don't know who's watching. It's a story behind that one. We'll read about it. We'll talk about it. Judah's daughter. Oh, here go another one. Judah's daughter-in-law, Tamar, bore Perez and Zerah to him. Judah had 5 sons in all. Perez's son, Hezron and Hamul. Zerah's sons, Zimri, Ethan, Heman, Calcol, and Dara, 5 in all. Carmi's son, Akar, who brought trouble on Israel when he was unfaithful by taking the things set apart for destruction. Ethan's sons, Azariah. Oh, that's a nice little name. Hezron's son, who was born to him, Jeremiel, Ram, and Kalubah. Ram fathered Amminadab, and Amminadab followed Nahshon, a leader of Judah's descendants. Nahshon fathered Salma, and Salma fathered Boaz. Boaz fathered Obed, and Obed fathered Jesse. Jesse fathered Eliab, his firstborn, and Abinadab, who born second, Shimea third, Nethanel fourth, Radai fifth, Ozem sixth, and David seventh. That's the king. Remember, the king came on in 2 Samuel. Yes, 2 Samuel. Right after King Saul, that's where we started at. David. So said David, and David's 7th. Their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. Zeruiah's 3 sons, Abishai, Joab, his cousin. Remember I told you it was his cousin who ended up tripping later? Joab and Asahel. Amasa's mother was Abigail, and his father was Jether the Ishmaelite. Caleb, son of Hezron, had children by his wife Azubah and by Jeroth. These were Azubah's sons, Jesher, Shobab, and Arden. I like that name. When Azubah died, Caleb married Ephrath. Oh, Caleb would he still be considered a widow if he's a man? Yeah, he's a widow. Widow is gender friendly, isn't it? I want to say, yeah, it's not a male widow or female widow. Widow is just genderless, right? Right. So was he? So he was a widow. Caleb married Ephrath, and she bore her to him. Her father Uri, and Uri fathered Bezalel. After this, Hezron slept with the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead. Hezron had married her when he was 60 years old, and she bore Segub to him. Segub fathered Jair, who possessed 23 towns in the land of Gilead. But Jeshur and Aram captured Jair's village along with Kenneth and its surrounding villages, 60 towns. All these were the descendants of Machir, father of Gilead. After Hezron's death in Caleb, Ephrathah, his wife Abijah, bore Asher to him. He was fathered of Tekoa. The sons of Jeremiel, Hezron's firstborn, Ram, his firstborn, Bunah, oh Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. I tore a piece of my Bible. It's not the best looking Bible, but it's mine nevertheless. Look. Oh, my Lana. Oh, wait, it's not in the camera. Oh, my Lana. Yes. Okay, it's just pause for the cause. She already struggling, okay? We know this. We know this. She doesn't, she is well loved, okay? We don't really have a cover for her, we want to get her rebinded, and me being the DIY person I want to be the one to rebind it. And for funsies. So we get it. 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 But I still don't care. I don't want more damage to her. You know? Did you all hear that rip? So unnerved. Oh, be that as it may. Where were we? Life is just not the same no more. Oh my goodness. You know, yeah, I'm still on the tangent. Once you get a little tear, these pages so thin. And I don't know if any of you all have a Bible that's well loved, but like in your own personal Bible, you know where your stuff is. And I don't know what the future holds for me, but I don't want to get another Bible. Like I'm getting the giant one that I told you all about. But it's not to replace anything. It's to add to the collection, okay? Let's not even talk about that. Let's not talk about it. Let's just focus. It's not even about me. It's about the Bible, but this is still about me at the same time. We're just gonna mumble underneath our breath, whatever. Look at me. I don't even know where we were at. Just so discombobulated. Oh, that's right. I tore it, turning the page. Begin scene. Oren, Ozem, and Ahijah. Jeremiel had another wife named Atara, who was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, Jeremiel's firstborn, Maaz, Jamim, and Acher. Onam's sons, Shammai and Jada. Shammai's sons, Nadab and Abishar. Abishar's wife was named Abihail, who bore Aban and Molet to him. Nadab's sons, Seled and Apam. Seled died without children. Oh. Apam's son, Ishi's son, Sheshan's descendant, Allah. The sons of Jada, brother of Shammai, Jether and Jonathan. Jether died without children. Oh. Jonathan's sons, Peleth and Zaza. These were the descendants of Jeremiel. Sheshan had no sons, only daughters, but he died. I'm sorry, he did not die. Look at me trying to put him to death. He did have an Egyptian servant whose name was Jahar. Sheshan gave his daughter in marriage to his servant Jahar, and she bore Atah to him. Atah fathered Nathan, and Nathan fathered Zabad. Zabad fathered Ephlah, and Ephlah fathered Obed. Obed fathered Jehu, and Jehu fathered Azariah. Azariah fathered Halis. Halis fathered Elash. Elash fathered Sismai, and Sismai fathered Shalom. Shalom fathered Jechemiah, and Jechemiah fathered Elishama. Jada's son Regem, Jothan, Gishan, Peled, Ephah, and Shaph. Caleb's concubine Maacah was the mother of Sheber and Turhana. She was also the mother of Zaph, Madmannah's father, and of Shiva, the father of Machbanan and Gibeah. Caleb's daughter was Aksah. These were Caleb's descendants. The sons of Hur, Euphrates, firstborn. Shobal fathered Kiriath Jearim. Sama fathered Bethlehem. Y'all better still be with me. Y'all better still be with me. Shobal fathered Kiriath Jearim. Let me see, Jearim. Sama fathered Bethlehem, and Harith fathered Bath Gader. These were the descendants of Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim. Hara'eh, half of the Mennonithites, and the families of Kiriath Jearim, the Ithrites, Puthites, Shumathites, and Mishrites. The Zorathites and the Eshtolites descended from these. Sama's descendants, Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Atroth Beth Joab, and half of the Mennonithites, the Zorites. Where are we? The Zorites. And the families of scribes who lived in Jabez, the Tirathites, Shemithites, and Sukathites. These are the Canaanites who came from Hamath, the father of Rechab's family. These are David's sons who were born to him in Hebron. Amnon was the firstborn by Ahinoam of Jezreel. Daniel was born second by Abigail of Carmel. Absalom, son of Maacah, daughter of King Talmai of Jeshur, was third. Adonijah, son of Higgith, was fourth. Shephatiah by Abido was fifth. And Ephraim by David's wife Eglah was sixth. 6 sons was born to David in Hebron, where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. And he reigned in Jerusalem 33 years. These sons were born to him in Jerusalem: Shemiah, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. These 4 were born to him by Bathshua, daughter of Amiel. David's other sons, Ibar, Elishua, Eliphelet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet. 2 Eliphelets. 9 sons. That's 2 Eliphelets, isn't it? Elishua, Eliphelet. How you know which Eliphelet is which Eliphelet? I'm getting crossed up. Eliphet 1 and Eliphet 2. That's 2 Eliphets. These were all David's sons, with their sister Tamar, in addition to the sons by his concubine. Solomon's son was Rehoboam. His son was Abijah. His son Asa. His son Jehoshaphat. His son Jehoram. His son Ahaziah. His son Joash. His son Amaziah, his son Azariah, his son Jotham, his son Ahaz, his son Hezekiah, his son Manasseh, his son Amon, and his son Josiah. Josiah's sons. Okay, they just zoomed right through his. They only named the kings. Johanan was the firstborn, Jehoiakim's son, Zedekiah third, and Shallum fourth. Jehoiakim's sons, oh, here it is. That was like a prefix. Jehoiakim's sons, his sons, Jeconiah and Zedekiah. The sons of Jeconiah the captive, his sons Shealtiel, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. Pedaiah's sons Zerubbabel and Shimei. Zerubbabel's son Meshullam and Hananiah with their sisters Shelomith and 5 others: Hashubah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, and Jushab Hesed. My phone said enough. Enough, ma'am. It cut off, y'all. It's overheated. So you guys got to look at me again. My phone said it is tired of all these names. You know what I could do? Nope, I can't. I was gonna see. I was gonna see what else I could do, but it says we're tired, ma'am. All of these ways you are pronouncing these names wrong, we are done, ma'am. We are tired. All right. I'm a little spoiled from the screen, so I gotta what the old people say. The silver sneakers I gotta put on my eyes. Mm. Hold up, I think I touched them with my hand. So guess y'all gotta see me again. Oh great. Now you all got the looks with me fumbling over the words. We're here. We're here. We're here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. We are okay. We'll start from verse 17. The sons of Jeconiah the captives, his son Shealtiel, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenasar, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nadabiah. Pedaiah's sons Zerubbabel and Shema. Zerubbabel's son Meshullam and Hananiah with their sister Shelemith. Okay, hold up. I gotta go to the side. Y'all go get a side view because. All right. It's much better. Hashabah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hazadiah, and Jushab Hisid. Hananiah's descendants, Pelatiah, Jeshiah, and the sons of Raphiah, Arnan, Obadiah, and Shechaniah. The sons of Shechaniah, Shemaiah. Shemaiah's sons, Hattush, Igel, Bariah, Neariah, and Shaphat. 6. Neariah's son, Elonai, Hezekiah, and Azrikam. 3. Eloanah's sons, Hodaviah. We'll go with that. Hodaviah, Eliashib, Peliah, Akab, Johanna, Delaiah, and Anani. 7. Chapter 4, because you all can't see it. Judah's sons, Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Raiah's sons of Shobal father Jahath, and Jahath father Ahamah and Lahad. These were the families of the Zorathites. These were Edom's sons, Jezreel, Ishma, and Itbash, and their sister was named Hazel Elaponi. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Whoever heritage this is, I'm sorry. Peninnal, father Geter, and Ezer, father Husha. These were the sons of Hur. Ephrathah's firstborn and the father of Bethlehem. Ashur father Tekoa, and had 2 wives, Helah and Nara. Nara bore Ahazam, Hefer, Temini, and Hashtari to him. These were Nara's sons. Helah's son, Nereth, Zoher, and Ethnon. Cole's father, Anab, Zobeba, and the families of Ahar, sons of Haram. Jabaz was more honored than his brothers. His mother named him Jabez and said, I gave birth to him in pain. Mm. I got a few things that I can name after that. Jabez called out to the God of Israel, if only you would bless me. Extend my borders. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm so that I will not experience pain. And God granted his request. I've been praying the wrong prayers. Hold on, let me highlight that. Wait a minute. Wait one hot second here. Wait a minute. Let it be so. Let it be so. We on chapter 4, verse 10. Jabez was more honored than his brothers. His mother named him Jabez and said, I gave birth to him in pain. That's what she named him because of what she was going through. But Jabez called out to God of Israel, if only you would bless me. Extend my borders. Let your hand be with me. And keep me from harm so that I will not experience pain. And with this the key part right here. And God granted his request. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot my shot. I'ma shoot my shot. That's what I'm gonna do. You know? Shalub, brother of Shuha, fathered Mehir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton fathered Beth Rapha, Paseah, and Tehinnah, the father of Ir-Nahash. These were the men of Rekah. Kenaz's sons, Othniel and Sariah. Othniel's sons, Hathath and Meonotai. Meonotai, father Ophrah, and Sariah, father Joab. The ancestors of those in the craftsman's valley, for they were craftsmen. Oh, that's a great name for like a little tool company, Craftsman Valley. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephu or Jephaneh, Uru, Elah, and Naam. Elah's son Kenaz. Jehalel, sons of Ziphah, Tiria, and Asarel. Ezra's sons, Jether, Mirad, Epher, and Jalon. Mary's wife, Bethiah, gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbed, the father of Eshtemoa. These were the sons of Pharaoh's daughter, Bethiah. Mered had married her. His Judean wife gave birth to Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Sokol, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Naham. Honey, I should be saying sorry all this time. Why I'm saying sorry now? I just been, The father of Keilah, the Garmite, and the father of Eshtemoa, the Maacathite. Shamon's son Amnon, Rena, Ben-Hanah, and Talon. Ishi's son Toheth and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah. The father of Leka. Laadah, the father of Marashah. The families of the guild of linen. The families of the guild of linen works at Beth Ashbeh. the men of Kozeba, and Joash and Seraph, who married Moabites and returned to Lahim. These names are from ancient records. They were the potters and residents of Natam and Gadara. They lived there in the service of the king. Shaul's sons, his son Shalom, his son Mibsam, and his son Mishma. Mishma's sons, his son Hamuel, his son Zakur, and his son Shimi. Shimi had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have any children. So their whole family did not become as numerous as the Judeans. They lived in Beersheba, Maladah, Hazar Shuel, Bilhah, Izim, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaraboth, Hazar Susim, Beth Biri, and Sha'aram. These were their cities until David became king. Their villages were Edom, An, Rimmon, Token, and Ashan. 5 cities, and all their surrounding villages are far as Bel. These were the settlements, and they kept a genealogical record for themselves. Meshobab, Jamlech, Joshua, son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, son of Joshibiah, son of Seriah, son of Asiel, Eloenah, Jaakobah, Jesho, cover me. Asaiah, Adiel, Jesamiel, Benaiah, and Ziza. Oh, I like that as a little cute nickname. Ziza, son of Shifi, son of Alon, son of Jediah, son of Shimri, son of Shemaiah. These names really got me working overtime. My mouth getting tired. These mentioned by name were leaders in their families. Their ancestral houses increased greatly. They went to the entrance of Gider, to the east side of the valley, to seek pastures for their flocks. They found rich, good pasture, and the land was broad, peaceful, and quiet, for some Hamites had lived there previously. These who were recorded by name came in the days of King Hezekiah of Judah, attacked the Hamites and the Meunites who were found there, and set them apart for destruction, as they are today. Then they settled in their place, because there were pastures for their flocks. Now 500 men from these sons of Simeon went with Pelatiah, Neriah, Raphiah, and Uzziel, the descendants of Ishi, as their leaders to Mount Seir. They struck down the remnant of the Amalekites who had escaped, and they still live there today. Woo! That was good, wasn't it? Well, I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. All right, let me sit up. I got a little comfortable because, I had to read the book to you all. All right, and that ends our reading for today. Maybe little Miss Sunshine will be ready for us tomorrow. I'm not sure why she overheated today. Perhaps it's the lights. But thank you so much for tuning in to Bible Body Doubling. The Bible Body Doubling podcast. It is sponsored by the Gardener's House. And until I am able to read to you again, ta-ta for now.